Hi there, I'm Kathy Castrigno, and I just wanted to share the story of what got me interested in Chinese medicine and acupuncture, and how it actually helped me to transform my own health. So, growing up, as far back as I can remember since I was a little kid, I always had a lot of the ear infections, the tubes in my ears, bronchitis, even pneumonia a few times. If I ever felt a cold coming on, it was never just a cold. It always turned into at least a few weeks of bronchitis. That was the best it got for me. And this went on pretty much my whole life up into my 20s. And, you know, I was given antibiotics pretty much, and that seemed to really help a lot. It was like, oh, you just take those, you get better, and you just go on with your life. And this actually would happen 2 to 3 times a year, which is kind of a lot. You know, at that point when you're a kid, you don't know that any different. But up until my mid-20s, this was still happening. And there was one particular winter in my late 20s where I got an infection early in the winter that was really, really bad. And so I did the normal thing, which was take antibiotics. Antibiotics didn't help. And so that infection seemed like after a while it would go away, and then it would turn into like a sinus infection. I had my first sinus infection, never had one of those before. And then I was given more antibiotics and steroids. Neither one helped. That was pretty like scary actually for me, because I was, you know, trying to support myself as a young person and wasn't really, I was calling in sick to work a lot. I didn't feel good enough after a while. Going out with my friends, I wasn't doing that too much. You start getting a little bit lonely, start getting a little depressed. This went on for a while, actually. This infection kind of just kept changing into some other nasty form of something or other, bronchitis, sinus infection, bad cold, whatever. And the antibiotics just never helped that whole time. And then a friend of mine said to me one day, you know, maybe you should try acupuncture. And I said, you know, I think I'll try it, because I'd always kind of been interested, and what else was I going to do at this point? I didn't really have any other options. So I did. And by the first treatment, I wasn't like healed by the first treatment, but I do have to say that my depression felt so much better from, you know, being stuck at home and being really, you know, feeling really down about the whole thing. That, number one, helped. My symptoms did get a little bit better that first day, and within 2, maybe it was 3 weeks, I was better. And I didn't take antibiotics. I mean, that was absolutely amazing to me. Absolutely amazing, because I had always just believed that you needed antibiotics to get over something like that, and that just changed my view of the world, actually. And then, you know, I continued doing treatment for, I think it was like a lot, you know, the rest into the spring a little bit, probably about 2 months or something like that, and just felt so much better. And the proof was in the pudding, because the following winters after that, when I would normally get sick, I wasn't necessarily getting sick. I mean, I'm not saying I never got a cold, but I actually got a cold once in a while. That was like a normal cold. That would just last a few days. I never took antibiotics. And in those years, I mean, it's probably been about 15 years of this now that I haven't taken antibiotics. I've had bronchitis a few times, you know, high stress or whatever, but I haven't taken the antibiotics. I've been able to have it treated without that. I mean, it's to me, that's absolutely incredible. Maybe to somebody in a different country like China, maybe not, but to what I had always learned, that was a brand new thing for me. And I love the idea that I wasn't a person who was sick all the time anymore, that I was healthy, and that I could just get a normal little cold and not freak out if I felt that tickle in my throat, like, oh my God, it's going to be weeks and weeks. So acupuncture and Chinese medicine just completely transformed my life. And now I get to help people transform their lives, because I practice this now. And I just hope that, you know, if you're suffering from some kind of chronic problem with your health, whether that is a physical problem and or an emotional stress, you know, mental, emotional kind of issue, that you'll consider checking out acupuncture and Chinese medicine. My passion is helping people see their lives transform the way I got to experience with mine all those years ago, and I just feel so lucky to be able to work with people in this realm. So feel free to give me a call if you have any questions about this, and make sure you check out my free ebook on the website here, and I definitely look forward to talking to you soon.